A Salesforce and Slack combination looks promising. The Wall Street Journal scooped the rest of the tech news outlets on Wednesday, November 25, 2020, with word Salesforce had approached Slack with an offer to buy the company. Buying Slack looks like a smart decision for Salesforce. Salesforce is already positioned as the leading CRM solution for larger organizations despite the Microsoft Dynamics 365 challenge. Mark Benioff touched on this reality in his opening remarks for Salesforce's latest quarterly earnings conference call, and we want to thank Seeking Alpha for providing a transcript of that call. Seven-figure deals aren't made with the lower tier of the Russell 2000. They are made with really big companies. Credit Salesforce with penetrating this segment, the familiar home turf of Microsoft's Office Productivity Suite and Oracle's database products, and to a lesser extent, IBM and SAP. Microsoft hasn't been exactly sitting still while Salesforce eats its lunch, but Redmond looks like it is moving in a different direction, towards a riskier bet on what to date has proven to be a slow-moving trend. Increasing use of deep learning neural networks for predictive analytics offerings for big businesses. And going back to the slide that we just showed, the important takeaway there, and we've highlighted this section of the transcript in amber, is the 63% increase in seven-figure deals, a warning shot across Microsoft's bow. And those deals, of course, are a very familiar territory for Microsoft, and for that matter, for Oracle as well. And so this risky position on the part of Microsoft is something to be thinking about. And in Salesforce, in contrast, is kind of sticking to the meat and potatoes application of CRM, or the market for CRM, the meat and potatoes market for CRM across big organizations. The slow pace of deep learning effort to become the solution of choice for office automation requirements for really large organizations has been a spotty track record of success. The algorithms simply haven't worked well enough to earn the, quote, mission critical, end of quote, title. No wonder the front page of Siebel's C3.ai website presents as broad a claim as, quote, we are, quote, the, end of quote, one-stop shop for, quote, enterprise AI, end of quote. Microsoft doesn't look completely determined to win this fight. Joint marketing deals like Microsoft, Adobe, C3.ai going after Salesforce look great on paper, but when it comes time to execute, the odds aren't promising they will win the battle. Azure has been and remains Redmond's focus. Investors should not lose sight of this fact. Should Salesforce successfully buy Slack, they may outflank Microsoft and its partners. Microsoft Teams is evolving like any other Microsoft product into a complicated and largely counterintuitive tool. Slack already has an enormous user base, albeit one that is weighted more on the freemium version than the paying version. And we've highlighted in amber in this in the slide that we just showed that Slack has a market share of 2.26%. And that share is much greater than its main competitor, Microsoft Teams, whose market share is just 0.49% at the time of this study from Tech Jury. If the Data Nice stats referred to in the screen scrape from Tech Jury are believable, there are approximately 5 organizations using Slack for every 1 organization using Microsoft Teams. Sure, many of these organizations don't fit the, quote, 7-figure, end of quote, deal profile, but Salesforce will take ownership of a very large market segment it can then focus on to monetize with its CRM and or data analytics offers. Tableau users look like a great fit for the Slack market. And Tableau is a Salesforce company now. Bolting on Slack will also make it easier to convince more of the, quote, seven-figure deal, end of quote, crowd. Salesforce is the turnkey solution they need for everything from enterprise collaboration to customer support, data analytics, and more. Buying Slack would be a really smart move by Salesforce. My name is Ira Michael Blonder. I'm the CEO and founder of IMB Enterprises, Inc. We are an advisory firm working with the C-suite at early-stage enterprise software businesses to do better in increasingly competitive markets. Short telephone calls are always free, so don't hesitate to ring me up if you have a need you think we might be able to help you handle. You can reach me at 631-673-2929 in the United States. Please also visit our webpage, https://www.imbenterprises.com, and my personal Twitter page, @MikeTheBebop. We will speak with you tomorrow.